All righty. I think we're doing cameras today. We're doing them a couple of times a week now. Hi, everybody. We've missed you. It's been a few weeks. Hope you enjoy one of my 7 T-shirts I have. I'm not like Bob. I can't pay cash for everything.
Come on, man.
So,
Don't put that out there.
I think it went out there in the first segment of the show.
I asked you not
didn't
to.
put it out there. All right. I have a couple of recommendations over the weekend. Thank you for the list of things that everybody sent. We did a phone topic, like what are you watching? What's really good out there? Because we're running out of things to watch. I watched a really good movie, but it's a little bit, if you have to love history, and it's called Mr. Jones. It's the story of a band. I can't remember the name of the damn
Counting
band.
Crows.
Counting
I know where you're
Crows.
going. I know where you're going. Counting
Monday.
Crows.
You watched a documentary on the Counting Crows?
No,
He's making
it's
a joke.
called Mr. It's a story.
Jones,
It's a true story. It's a true story of a guy who lost his job in the British government and went to Russia
Whiskey.
and decided he had heard a rumor of, this is before World War II, and he was trying to warn everybody. He interviewed Hitler. He was trying to warn everybody that it was on like Donkey Kong when nobody was taking him seriously.
Gotcha.
But he goes to the he sneaks into the Ukraine because his mother was a teacher there. She taught English or something years before, and he discovers there is a famine, and it's about what happens to him after that. True story. And the part you'll enjoy is when he's sitting down to have a meal with 3 children. I'll leave it there. Then I started watching The Greatest, not realizing. I thought I was going to sit down and watch a heavy series, which I really would have enjoyed that also,
Right.
about Catherine the Great
Oh, the Great.
and how she got going.
Right.
And I'm
very
also,
funny.
I hate to say it, I got myself in trouble again. I'm watching this thing, and it's got Dakota Fanning's sister. The other
Elle Fanning.
The other Fanning.
I think it's Elle Fanning.
And she's starring in it, and she's got, reddish blonde hair
Okay.
and skin that's almost translucent.
I got you going.
And I turned over, and Amanda's just been baking herself in the sun, and I go, "You're way too tan right now."
Wow.
Yeah, that is
Ouch.
that's a weird.
She goes,
angle,
"I'm part Mexican." I go, "Well, you don't have to bring it out."
That's not
That bothers you, huh?
No, the Hispanic part doesn't bother me,
Oh.
but dude, when she does that spray tan,
Yeah.
and dude, I'm telling you right now, my wife is this close to BLM canceling her. I'm telling you, she is. It looks crazy how dark she's
Really?
got.
No, wait, are you offended by dark skin?
Not at all. But when you look at
little
Dakota
bit, maybe a
Fanning's
little
little
bit.
sister, anyway, the point is,
Well, how old is this young lady? First of all,
I hope she's 18.
this one that you seem to be salivating.
I
over
hope
while,
she's
while
18.
sitting next to your wife.
I hope she's 18 because she is gorgeous. Later on, give it 20. She. Oh, let me finish. But it is a brutally violent comedy, and the guy who plays Peter.
Peter the Great?
No, his son, not so great.
Oh, okay.
It is hilarious and shocking, and there are some good-looking ladies in this thing.
Nice.
It's really funny, though. I mean, it is, and Amanda's enjoying it. She seems to have a crush on the guy playing Peter. Have you watched any of it?
No,
I thought I was going into something heavy, and it's not heavy at all. It's uproariously funny.
I signed up for a free 7 days for some HBO stuff so I can watch some shows over there. This weekend we did watch that new Adam Sandberg movie that people were talking about called Palm Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone said it's amazing. I don't understand it was fine.
Yeah, I ended
It wasn't
up
bad.
doing-
I just didn't understand why people are so excited about
I did
the
the
movie.
7-day trial on Apple TV and didn't make it to the 7 days and got popped for it. But yeah, that's the other thing. I started watching Dirty John, the Betty Broderick story, because the first Dirty John was really good, and they take a true story and relive it. This one has Christian Slater in it. And I forgot who plays Betty
Christian
Broderick.
Slater.
But Betty Broderick was this woman who going through a divorce who just couldn't get over it, and she ended up taking her husband out years ago.
Yeah.
Then
Some
the
people
other
say
thing,
this is Christian Slater's best work since Gleaming the Cube.
I did not want to. That wasn't any good. I did not want to watch this, and I don't know why. I just didn't want to get into the whole. If you really want to know how brutal show business is, watch the Walter Mercado documentary on Netflix.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
he's the fortune teller, that Puerto
Yeah.
Rican fortune teller.
Yeah. And
People
you know
say
what?
it's incredible.
He's such a. I don't know what to say here. It's a spoiler. Was a good dude. He's a good dude. He was he was one of those people that came up. When you couldn't. It was so funny because there were all these gay dudes when I was coming up as a kid.
Yeah.
My dad. I don't remember my dad saying, because my dad would use a Q word and go, that's a Q. And I don't remember anyone in particular, but I'm sure he did. But they were very popular on television.
What?
And
Were gay people?
Gay men. But
Flamboyant gay men.
But if they said they were gay,
Right.
their career would have been ruined.
But everybody loved him, yeah.
We had this weird thing in our society
Someone I
where
can think of is
Paul Lynde.
Now, see,
America
Right.
did love a very effeminate.
Was that Paul Lynde or Charles Nelson Riley?
It was a
really-
hybrid.
What is the? You know what I mean? I don't want to say all gays sound alike.
Ask me a question on what was my what was it? Match Game. Ask me a question on Match Game.
I can't remember which one is match. Oh, yes, I can.
You go. Betty said.
Okay. Last night, I didn't get any sleep because my wife wanted blank.
A real man.
That's Charles Nelson Riley.
Give me another one.
I wasn't able to sit down for a week after this. After
I went into the taboo bag. One more. You set me up there. That was a hard one to do.
they always
know.
were sexual innuendo.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
wow, that's the actual.
Tonight on Match Game,
Because the other one,
Charles Nelson Riley. Who was some other gay people? Paul Lynde. Who else is very flamboyant? Trying to think of somebody else.
Not Professor Orncore. Who's the other one that used to throw stuff?
Rip Taylor.
Rip Taylor. Maybe
Rip
Professor
Taylor.
Orncore. I don't know.
Yeah. So this, I didn't realize how huge Walter Mercado was in fame. It was good.
Oh, in the Hispanic world? Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched something.
in the English world too. He was huge.
he was shoot. They named a Mexican food
And
restaurant.
he
El
had-
Mercado's
and
named
he
after
is.
Walter.
He had such his manager. I wanted to reach through the television and kill the guy. I'll leave it alone.
I watched
It'll
something
spoil
very
it.
uncharacteristic for me. I watched the docu-series Long Strange Trip about the Grateful Dead. I'm
That
not
is
a
weird.
Deadhead. Martin Scorsese executive produced it. I did meet Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir once
At the Irwin Center, probably.
at the Maynard Downs. And I had nothing to say to them because I wasn't a fan, but I did get to meet them. But it's a good documentary with
Is
a lot
it?
of good vintage footage. I think I have a little
That
bit
is
of
very-
appreciation of the Dead now, but I still don't think I'm going to listen to their music.
That is, though, very out of character for you to
Yes.
watch that full day. What else are you going to do out of character? Are you going to take out a loan to buy something expensive?
No, he pays cash
No, that's true.
Almighty.
and then just buys a new bike.
This is not
Leave
good.
him
I
alone.
don't.
Do you remember
Come
when I
on.
used to catch hell listeners for going to dinner with my wife to a nice restaurant?
A succulent Chinese meal?
Yes. Why don't you find the drop-ins to the site?
It's way too hard to
Oh,
find.
by the way,
hard
we
to
just
find
had
that
we just have a count in on the testing. I don't know.
What
if
does that mean?
Well, it's a count.
Oh, okay.
The president has a count on the testing. I don't know if you saw this over the
All
weekend.
the stuff goes to him
Did
now.
you?
right?
I don't.
Behold, a succulent Chinese meal.
I didn't want to bring it in, but did you see any of the Chris Wallace interview?
Yeah, it's all of it. I watched the full interview. After I started seeing so many clips pop up, I thought, well, I'll just go and watch this. And I was like, oh, the hits keep on coming.
I love the test thing.
And it's like-
the test. Chris Wallace goes, "Yeah, I took it. I identified the elephant."
But it's also weird because you can, like, Chris Wallace is known to be a pretty
Hang on, caller.
direct questioner. But you can also even see him. He's trying to lead. He's trying to say,
hell?
"Look, I'm not here to beat you up. I want you to be able to get your word out because there are some things I really agree with you." He doesn't say those words, but you see, he's clearly leading a horse to water, and the water keeps going. No, I mean the horse keeps going. No, not
But
gonna
I
drink.
got off topic. Here's how many cases we have.
Okay.
Here we go.
1,870,000 million tests. So that's 1,870,000 million tests. So that's
All right,
one.
those of you get the
That's a
idea.
lot.
That is a
That's
lot.
a lot of testing.
Can I-
Testing better than any country. All right. Let's go to what did I have here? It's Mask Mayhem.
Is this a new benchmark?
Yeah, you can go ahead and play Karen's Corner because there's Karens in here.
It's Karen's Corner. Karen's Corner.
How many people now that the president actually said today that some people say it's patriotic? Why would you have to put some in there? But who am I to? I'm not smart enough to answer that. But do you think now we'll see less of the Karens?
No.
I thought that was tweeted. Here's the ghost of Earl Eugene Dudley. A gentleman was asked to put a mask on in a bus, and he beat up the bus driver with a 2x4.
I mean, I'm not sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's not. But the 2x4 thing is funny because that's come up so often on the show.
Yeah.
So not
my
laughing at the
father,
situation.
I was getting bullied in Houston. I went from a little town in West Texas to Houston, and I admitted one day that this same guy, I know it sounds like a movie script, but he was taking my lunch money from me. I call him Butch because I wish I could remember that guy's name and find out where he is, but he was I just one day decided, I told my dad, and he goes, if you give that kid your lunch money again, I'm going to whip your ass when you get home. He said, pick up a goddamn 2x4 and hit him in the head.
Which are hard to swing.
And I don't.
Also hard to come by in a school hallway.
I don't think 11 or 12 years old, also known as the Summer of Love, man love, I don't think I could have picked up a 2x4 nor swung it.
Well, if he would have been fair, as a father, he would have sent you to school with a closet rod.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he have done that?
Yeah, something like that.
It's
or
easy
something
to grip
aluminum.
for your smaller hands.
Axe
and you can
handle,
really,
maybe?
Yeah, you can really get a snap going on that.
Texas bus driver in Lubbock. I'm sorry, but if you're having to take a bus in Lubbock, then you've got that's where I'll be. He was hit by 2x4 after she asked the man to wear a mask while riding in her bus.
Yeah, it's too hard to ride a bike in Lubbock because of all the hills.
Sean Glenn Shepard, and I will say the middle name Glenn. You see here misdemeanors. Major crimes, it's usually a Wayne. 36 of Lubbock was arrested for assault after the cops responded to the scene. A subject had assaulted a city bus driver with a 2x4 piece of wood.
That he carried on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing carrying a piece of lumber onto a city bus?
Some people don't have people pay for the pools, Bob. They build them by hand.
Wow.
Damn.
Anyway, she was bleeding from the back of her head. I hope she's okay. So there you go. Lubbock.
Wait,
Lubbock or leave it?
It was a female bus driver?
Yep.
He hit a woman with a 2x4?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're losing
Connor
a little bit of
to,
chivalry these days.
Yes, Connor, what's up?
COVID fatigue.
Well, sorry to take it back, but I originally called in when you all were doing Netflix recommendations.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't ask for you to call. It's a Monday.
Hope you make it good.
We don't get calls on Monday. No, but go ahead.
All right, so it was one I saw on July 4th. It was a Devil at the Crossroads, one about Robert Johnson or
old.
Do what?
Yeah.
It's really
I think
old.
Dale's. Didn't you bring that in one time?
It was a remastered one.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You're going to be under a lot.
Fine then.
What's that? No, thanks, Connor.
We'll
we
check it
appreciate
out.
it.
Thanks, Connor.
Thanks for fixing that, by the way. I love this woman.
You're going to be under a lot.
She never finished the sentence. She was a anti-masker, a maskhole, if you will. And there you go. Here is let's do Karen. Let's do Ken first. Ken got pepper sprayed by an employee of the store because he got all weird with he assaulted a woman. And let's just play the news story here.
All right.
Ralph's employee. Ralph's is usually in the South. No, Ralph's
LA.
is California.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's find out what happened.
Seen inside of a Ralph's grocery store tonight when a worker confronted a man who refused to wear a mask.
Everyone has a right to buy food when you
have to wear a mask.
Ed Wilshire. Is that Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles? Yeah.
The carts. Get over yourself. You take away somebody's right to buy food.
My bad.
You're taking away their rights. They have automatic cash registers.
You have to wear a
because
mask.
they don't need people.
This is some cell phone video that was taken moments after the incident at the Ralph's in La Brea in the Mid-Wilshire district. Witnesses say a store employee told the man he had to wear a mask or
He's not doing well with the pepper spray. Wait a minute. I'm confused. So is this guy the young guy mouthing off? How'd the old man get involved?
I don't know.
That's why I was
This is
wondering.
confusing.
That looked like a slip and fall.
Automatic cash registers.
You have to wear
because
a
they don't need
mask.
people.
I think they may have
Oh,
maybe
he
they were together.
assaulted. Did he assault that guy?
I cannot. Let's listen and see if they can explain this
This is
video.
some cell phone video that was taken moments after the incident at the Rouse and La Brea in the Mid-Wilshire district. Witnesses say a store employee told the man he had to wear a mask or he had to leave the store. The man then started ramming the woman with a shopping cart. At that point, the worker pepper sprayed the guy and called police.
Hey, do you think anybody cried over that spilt milk?
I don't know.
So I was just, coming out down to the end of an aisle, and all of a sudden I heard some commotion, and people were getting in the aisle. I looked down there, and there was this guy just yelling at someone. And then all of a sudden, you just see him, take the handles of his cart and just try to ram this woman. He just kept screaming at her and ramming her. And so I think I saw this woman run and try to push him out of the way, but it was I think he was just screaming about the mask. He didn't want to wear a mask.
Paramedics took that man to the hospital to get checked out. It's unclear if he'll face any criminal charges.
Such horrible humans. I don't care. Approach me someday and I'll explain to you nicely why you're a horrible human. It's because, first of all, you're a science denier, which means you're dumb. Don't read. Second of all, you're a horrible human because you're so selfish and self-centered that you think that it's important. It's the same thing as no shirt, no shoes, no service. It's the same thing. Walk in naked. And by the way, we have a hero who did walk out naked, and we'll get to that in just a little bit.
Do you want to see one of these mask things from the city, from Austin?
What mask thing?
People mad about not wearing masks?
Sure. Yeah, I didn't know there was one.
This one just popped up, and I'm trying to help find the person. I completely forgot about sending it to you. But this guy here, this woman just made her thing public.
It's sideways, but that...
I know. I think she just got her camera out at the last minute. This guy is yelling at her. She's at a coffee window, and she's saying, "I can't serve you." And I'll turn it on here in just a second.
What? Are you the owner or not? No, I'm not the owner, and you can share this with the owners, and they'll be on my side. Where's your owner? I would like to speak to your manager. Fine. His name is Michael. Where's your manager?
They're not here. I close in 10 minutes. They're not here.
Jerk.
So this has been going on for a while.
Why do you think? Do you think?
And she curses.
He looks like 10 guys I know, but it's sideways, so I can't tell which one it is.
Are those blue blockers?
Well, anyway, this woman revealed that this gentleman, she wouldn't serve him, and he gets very angry. He then sat outside of her coffee shop,
waiting for her to.
I
get
saw
out.
a picture of her. She's 22-year-old. She's 22 years old. She's a young woman, right? And this guy is mad about the state's mandate. I don't know. He's trying to say, well, you can't not serve me, which isn't true. And but she makes the point. Apparently, he just kept driving by and circling the restaurant, and then sat in the parking lot across the street. So she called her boss, and he or her, I don't know who her boss is, went there to help escort this. It's become infuriating to me, though. And you can find this on my Facebook page, because I'm not trying to cancel this dude or whatever, but I would love to be able to talk to him and say, dude, what was going on? Sign your work.
Sign your work.
And now that you've had 24 hours to think about the fact that you started screaming at this young woman, would you like to Venmo her a tip because the thing is, she's working for what? $5 an hour?
Following the law.
$8 an hour?
But
whatever
it looks
it
like
is.
he has a work shirt on. I wonder if he had a logo.
It's not a work shirt. I've gone all through that now.
Well, then he's got horrible taste in clothes.
Well, some people were able to point out to me that he has a hat from a radio operators group here in Austin. But ham radios.
Oh, okay.
And so the people are looking in that ham radio group trying to see if anybody knows him. And it's like I said, I'm not trying to get him canceled or fired or ruin his life. But I would love to talk to him on air and say...
but if you're going after an employee that works in the
The owner would
service
be
industry...
Here? I need to serve these customers. I can't...
You're crying about her... Can you pause it? You're crying about her serving the rules. I'll put his name out all day. I'm not going to cancel him.
I know.
He should be identified, tool.
No, and like I said, I don't want to add a whole bunch more negativity in the world. But
and then you stalk.
That part is... I think is really gross, that you've lost your temper. The thing is that girl and all these people that are getting yelled at.
Great show in the 60s.
The woman who was in that Ralph's, all these people who are making minimum wage do not set the laws. I don't know if you know how this country works, but people who live in apartments with 9 other roommates are not the people with power.
Right.
The people with power are millionaires, and they have security crews. And that's why guys like this aren't actually getting anything done, because he doesn't want to go yell at the governor, so he's yelling at this young lady.
That's why Dan Patrick can say that enough people have to die for the economy and never have to face any one of you.
No, he never
they would
said which
never
people.
want you around them. They wouldn't. Is there any way to turn that video and put it online?
There's not a way to turn it.
Okay.
They're just, and it turns later.
You need to leave. I need to serve these people that just paid. No, you cannot be served if you're not wearing a mask.
Oh, he's on his phone now.
No, you need to leave, sir. You need to leave, sir.
He's
Or I'm
shaking.
calling the police. Cole, I'm calling the...
I would have called right then. All right. I want to see how they clean that filter, too. We got a break. Thank you. Good to see you, everybody.
You can get more info on that on my
This
Facebook
segment
page.
will be up at klbjfm.com at around 7 o'clock under, what is it called? I forgot. It's been a week or two.
What's it called?
Yeah, it's called In the Studio or Live. I don't know.
Yeah,
Something like You'll find it.
I don't pay attention.
You'll find it. We'll see
the
you
hard
later.
work that Dylan does.